Everything came out all right? What's that?
Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry for the no podcast episode on Valentine's Day weekend. I decided to take a break. Um, I didn't want to compete with Valentine's Day. Plus, I just wasn't in the headspace for it, and I was advised to take a break. First time I took a break in 5 months, but I did want to give you guys some content, so I decided I was going to give you guys a story time from a trip that I took a couple weeks ago with my two female best friends, Miss Jaslyn Sky and Miss Jai Shiesty. You see, a couple weeks ago, Jai hit up me and Jaslyn to come down to where she lives to see her. And just a reminder to you guys, she's an hour away. So she was like, "Oh yeah, you guys should come see me." You know what I'm saying? Very demanding. You guys should come see me. Come see me, type stuff. Um, by the way, this is not an exaggeration. I always have to put that disclaimer up there because people think I be lying. This is a not non-exaggerated story. So Jai was like, "Come see me," right? So we agreed. Me and Jaslyn, we hit the road, go down to where Jai was, see what's popping for the weekend. Um, so we get to Jai's house. Um, we do a little, little pre-turn up, whatever case, get our minds, get our minds right for the night, whatever. Um, so I don't know what it is with women about not being ready or prepared to go out. Cause they talking about they ain't got nothing to wear. How? What you mean you don't have nothing to wear? Like, go in the closet, get some clothes. That's what you wear. Um, I don't know why women can't never be prepared. They have all the time, and then they be the ones to set up the plans and don't be ready to execute it. So we had to go to a little outlet store for them to get um something to wear. And if you ever been into a store with women trying to shop for clothes, as a man, it is not the most funnest experience because women really will look at 50 different items, pick up 42 of them, and walk away with one of them. And the one they walk away with ain't even the first choice that they wanted, but it was convenient. So that's kind of what happened. We walked through all kind of clothes, we looked at all kind of options, and they just picked whatever they picked, and that was okay. That's what it was. But we were supposed to go downtown to the club, which was a kind of an alternate decision because I had every intentions of coming down and having a chill weekend, shooting an episode of the pod for you guys, just just low key. But Jai expressed her need to go out um, for the night because she hadn't been out in a while. I'm like, okay, you ain't been out, let's go out. But before we went downtown to go clubbing and hit the scene, we hadn't eaten. Um, so we decided to go to Chili's, right around the corner from our house. Now this is where the bullshit of the night begins, right? So we get to Chili's, right? And we sit at the bar. They want to sit at the bar. Red flag number one. I already know this night about to get out of pocket. So we at the bar, and the bartender was very cool, like one of the coolest bartenders ever met. So cool, she was even trying to hang out with us when she got off of work. And if we would have let her too, we would have let her too. She was that cool. But we get to the bar. Um, we order drinks. Me and Jai get the drink of the month. Um, it was it was cool. It was a strawberry flavored drink. I'm not big on strawberry, but I try new stuff all the time, so it was cool though. Jai Jai's not. Mm, she's not really a drinker, in my opinion. She thinks she is, but she's not really a drinker, in my opinion, because she will sit there and let the drink get watery. It's not even alcohol, no, and then it just sits there like full glass. Don't even touch it really. Um, but the night started with ordering the food. Now everybody likes their steak cooked differently. Um, you don't judge people on how they like their food. Don't judge people on how they like their steak done, right? Don't judge people on how they like to eat their meat. Pause. Play. So I like my steak well done. She like hers medium well. Just fine. A little pink in the center. That's fine. I like mine cooked all the way through. I've always eaten my steak. Now sometimes I will get my steak medium well. Sometimes. But when I get my steak medium well, it's like 50-50 whether they get it right. Sometimes it just don't be right for me. So I'd rather just go ahead and get it well done because I know well done. People always be like, if you get your steak well done, it's gonna come out burnt. I ain't never had a burnt steak. All my well done steaks will come out just fine, but that's how I like my steak. So I feel like I was crucified for wanting a well done steak. Cause not only was not only did Jai and Jaslyn want to make jokes about me eating rubber tires, because that's the equivalent of getting a well done steak is you eating a tire. The bartender agreed, like, why you want a well done steak, baby? Just get a medium well. We'll have it cooked right for you. Why you want to eat rubber? And I'm just like, I'm not the only person who likes well done steak. Most people like well done steak. So what Jai decided she wanted to do is she wants to start asking random employees, like I care about their opinion, how they take their steak. So one by one, we asking the bartenders and the waiters, how do you like your steak? Do you eat well done steak? And everybody's just like, no, who eats well done steak? Why would you want to eat something hard like that? Why would you want to eat bricks? Like, not one person agreed with eating well done steak, which of course Jai loved because she was trying to prove a point that I was in the wrong for wanting my steak well done. Okay, good for me that I don't give a bleep about people's opinions. I like my meat how I like my meat. Pause again. So it became like a theme of the night to joke about me in my well done steak. And this is where I don't know what's been going on lately, but I have been under attack by the community. I truly have. And like I said, I have no problem with the rainbow community. I really don't. Love y'all. But I have been under attack lately, and this time I completely missed all the signs. My gaydar must be completely off. So the male bartender, waiter, or whatever, who we got in on the steak jokes, kept coming back to the bar, um, making comments, making jokes, um, and they were funny. I'm laughing at all the jokes because the whole staff was getting on me. I was laughing. I enjoyed it. Um, and you know how most of the time you can tell who's gay and who's not, um, just by looking at them. Uh, I don't know whether it was the alcohol or the fact that I was having a good time. I just was completely non-aware of what was going on. So the bartender, he has the face that's kind of on the fence, like he could be gay or he could just look that way, but be completely straight. I wasn't really paying attention to it, right? My antennas was not up. But Jai is tapping me. She's tapping me, and I guess she's trying to let me know that I'm being hit on. But I'm ignoring her because for one, I'm enjoying my very good, well done steak. Number one. And number two, I'm just not on that type of thinking at that moment in time. Like I'm really not. I'm with two baddies right now. That's what I'm thinking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about nothing else. I'm with my girls. I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying my food. I'm enjoying my drink. I'm good. So we get towards the end of the meal. We all done. We just kind of hanging out. Our female bartender comes back to us before she gives us the ticket, and she comes up and was like, "Okay, so I just gotta ask you something." And I'm thinking she's directing it towards all of us. You know what I'm saying? She say, "I gotta ask you something. Are you single? Are you talking to anybody? Because that boy does not come to the bar that much, and he keeps coming back. So I just want to know if you were talking to somebody because I think he likes you, and I think he's a good guy. I don't. There's not too many people I would vouch for, and it's not. It wasn't just him. It was a white waiter that kept passing by too, making comments too. And he was like, "I know these two guys. They're great guys. I would vouch for them. So I just wanted to know. And because there's two of them, there's two guys. I'm thinking she's talking to both of them because Jai was telling me she was looking directly at me, and that's not what I saw. I thought she was looking really at all of us, saying it out loud. And because it was two guys, I'm thinking, oh, both of them want y'all. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm looking around. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. I'm looking at them. I'm like, oh, y'all pulling tonight. Y'all pulling tonight. And they both looking at me like, stupid. Do you not see what's going on? And I'm just like, what? They they think you're gay. Who, me? Me. They think. So wait, hold on. So the two dudes, they're from me. So wait, hold on. They want me. They're not talking. They're not talking to the girls. They talking to me. And I'm just like, oh, y'all think this is that kind of boy? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Am I the gay best friend? Is that what they think I am? Because I'm with you two, and y'all like y'all know Jai and Jaslyn. Y'all seen them in previous videos. Everybody, but my thing is, everybody knows I keep a baddie to the left of me. You ain't never seen me with less than a 10. That's just what I do. I got juice like that. I'm him. I keep telling y'all that King Timothy. So I'm just like, they think I'm the gay best friend. They think because I'm with two baddies, I gotta be gay. Like I have to be. I'm not. There's no way I'm with two of them and I'm straight. So when I realized what was happening, and I realized that I was the target, um, I just kind of I don't know what I don't look. I was fine all the way up until that moment, and then for whatever reason, my stomach started hurting. I started getting this sharp pain in my stomach. Now, like I said, no problem with the community, and I wasn't disrespectful or anything like that. I honestly really didn't acknowledge it. I didn't answer her question. I didn't even get upset. I immediately started to get this sharp pain in my gut. And I'm just like, I'm ready to go. And they are laughing. They're laughing at me. They're joking with me because they don't understand how I missed all the signs of them thinking I was gay. Um so the guys, I mean, I assume they wanted my number, but my thing is when we paid the ticket, I got up out of there. Like I didn't even say goodbye. I left, and I was not trying to be rude or anything like that. My stomach was hurting. But but yeah, I was they got it misconstrued. And don't get me wrong, I'm flattered. Um and then of course that's what Jai always like to say. Just take it as a compliment because if gay people like you, that means you're attractive. Like, okay, if you want to look at it like that, sure, Jai, sure, make me feel better. So we leave, and I get look, we leave, right? And I'm trying to get my mind back right for the night because we still got to go out and hit the town. And like I said, my stomach is killing me, and we got to get back to the crib or whatever. But they needed to make a stop at the store or whatever. But I'm usually the driver. I'm always driving. Um, I've driven with Jaslyn in the passenger seat with her, and let me tell you, pretty girls cannot drive. If a woman is an 8 or better, she can't drive. I'm sorry. Don't get in that passenger seat. Don't be a passenger king to anybody that's an 8 or above. And we all know who those are. So I've been in the car with Jaslyn when she drives, and she cannot drive. She drives crazy and fast. I had never been in the passenger seat when Jai's at the wheel. But because I was in such pain, she offered to drive. Right? And I'm just like, okay, you don't live that far from where we are now. It's not gonna take us that long to get home. Cool, drive, so I could kind of recover a little bit. When I tell you, and she didn't want to acknowledge this until recently, but I had to tell her. This woman may be one of the worst drivers I have ever been in a vehicle with. She took swerve, bend that corner, whoa, too literal. This speed demon drives so fast and have so much road rage that comes with it that if you're not driving the way she's driving, you're in the wrong. Excuse me, Vin Diesel, where are you going? How you getting mad at other people because they trying to make it to their destination and you trying to take us to our final destination? Jai cannot drive. But I did not know this. I was not warned. People who know Jai, friends of Jai, family of Jai, y'all did not warn us. She should come with a warning label. Passengers may perish. She speeds off. And we were just going next door to the gas station. She speeds off, doing 60 miles an hour to go 2 feet. Right? They go in the store, they come out. I'm hurt. I'm in more pain now just from going 2 feet from Chili's to the gas station from her driving. And then she drives the same way back to her house. I done felt every bump and every grain of gravel on the road. Now I am just I don't even want to go out no more at this point. She hurt me. She hurt me. I love you, Jai, but you hurt me. So we get back to her house. Lord, do we get back to the house? And I'm in immense pain. She has to give me liquid IV because I'm out of there. Physically, I'm cooked. Like my steak, I'm cooked. But we here. I need to recover. I need to become Wolverine real quick. I need to heal fast. But I do have a little time because women, of course, take forever to get ready. So we get back to the house. Now they need to get dressed. Now they need to do their makeup. Now they need to make sure their hair is correct. Okay. So we at the house. I'm on my liquid IV. I'm on some. I think I took some pain pill too. I'm recovering. I'm taking my time to recover. This is the first time it's okay that a woman takes forever to get ready, but it still takes them an hour. Why does it take an hour to put on clothes and do a little bit of makeup? It's not like they need much. They're beautiful women. Naturally, they could walk outside and look better than anybody that has makeup on. I don't even understand. But it takes that long to get ready. Right? So they finally get ready. And I don't like I don't really like driving um in any downtown area. I really don't. So against my better judgment, I let the person with the home court advantage drive. So, but plus we were in her car, so we in Jai's car. She drives, and of course you already know how that goes. We doing 0 to 100 in 3.2 seconds to get downtown. And we get there. um, we get there, we find a spot to park, we get out, we go to the first club, which we already prepaid to get in, and it's not jumping yet. Clearly, we got there too early. It's not jumping yet, right? So we decided to go to another bar. In the meantime, to wait for people to come at the first club to get pumping and jumping. So we get over to the next bar or whatever. The music in there is much better. The music is more of our speed. That's when I learned about the Luka Doncic trade. I'm a Lakers fan, so I'm looking at the TV and I'm just like, am I drunk? Like, am I hallucinating? Because I thought I had alcohol poison. Ain't no way we got Luka Doncic, but it was true. Um, so we hang out at that bar about uh, 45 minutes maybe or whatever, and we decide it's time to go back to the previous joint because maybe more people have showed up. Now here is I'm not used to being outside. I'm an OG. I'm not used to being on the club scene too much anymore. Jai's not really a club scene person in neither, which was very surprising that she wanted to go. Jaslyn is the one of us who is a club scene person. Always have been, and to this day still is. So this was more of her speed. But like I said, trying to have a good time. We leave that bar to go back to the original club we was at. Now on the way, we walking. I'm foot and foot, step by step with Jaslyn, and Jai is a little bit in front of us because she's a former track star. She got long legs. She walks fast, so she takes longer steps than we do, and she wears a size 20 shoe, so her feet are much longer than ours. So she just covers a lot of ground when she walks. Love you, Jai. Don't take that personal. Um, so I haven't been outside in a while. I didn't I'm not around a lot of younger people, like early 20s people a lot. I didn't understand how I this term YNs has become a thing lately, right? But I haven't really run into any. I didn't realize how bold YNs are now today because I'm from the old school. Like, the young people usually have a little more respect. I didn't understand how out of control they got. So we walking. We trying to get back to the original club. Jai's in front of us. There's a group of YNs coming. I think it's about five of them, right? And you know how you can foresee BS before it happens. I saw. I thought that once we got up close to them, they were gonna make a comment. They were gonna try to spit some game or whatever the case may be. But I thought they was gonna do that and keep it pushed. You know how you walk by somebody and they say something, but they keep it moving, right? I'm anticipating them saying something to the girls, right? I'm the man of the group. It's just me and them. I'm anticipating them saying something to the girls. Now both of them have the freedom to mingle or whatever things like that. So I'm not gonna cock block just in case something is said. But we get up close to them, and one of them decides to get all up in Jai's face and pretty much has her pinned against the fence. Now, I give it a second because I want to see how she reacts and see how comfortable she is with what's being said to her. And I'm looking at her face and I'm looking at her body language. I know Jai. She was completely uncomfortable. So at this moment in time, as the man of the group, um, I don't play about my girls. I don't. I don't give. I don't give a crap who you are. I saw she was in distress, and natural instinct of a real man kicked in. I politely walked up to the both of them, got in between them. I ain't gonna lie. This is where it could have got real testy. I took my hand and I kind of shoved him to the sides, a little bit lightly, so she could pass through. So her and Jasmine can pass through. So basically, yes, I did move him out the way because he was in her face and she didn't want that. He wasn't he wasn't getting the message. So I delivered it in a different way. And I got him out the way. And at that point, that's when he decided he wanted to verbally threaten me, talking about he was gonna beat my ass and all that stuff like that, yada yada yada. Cause one thing about me, um, I'm really a fighter. I'm trained. I had an actual boxing license. I trained with an actual fighter who's fought on ESPN. I studied MMA. I'm not to be played with. If you want to go one on one, I'm not to be played with. I would have put him on the ground where he stood, right? Because street fighting, just because you can street fight, when you're in a fight with somebody who's technically trained, it's not gonna come out the way you think. The street fighting don't work against trained fighters. So, but I had to understand he's with his homies. There's 5 of them. So if I pop off at him, the other 4 are gonna jump in for their boy, and then they're gonna think they look cool trying to impress women by taking me out. So instead of going back and forth with this young man, I walked away with the girls because I knew one wrong word would have led to something possibly disastrous for me. And then you got to be careful because in this day and age, these young boys don't like to fight because they can't. I don't know if they're armed or not. I don't know if they got guns on them. They could have easily pulled something out and took me out right then and there over something small. I would have been in the wrong, even though they would have been disrespectful. So instead of taking that chance of teaching that young man a lesson by whooping his ass, I walked away because the girls were safely past them. So as we're walking away, I'm hearing all the comments, all the threats from them. I let it go. That's the maturity in me. I'm not. First of all, I can't put my hands on you first anyway. Being a licensed trained boxer, me putting my hands on you first is aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I can only strike you if I'm defending myself. So if you hit me first, that was your ass. People always try to get me to attack them first, and I'm like, dude, I'm trained to not. I'm trained in self-defense. I know what the law is. I'm not gonna hit you first. You're not gonna get me so upset that I'm gonna hit you first. You touch me, that's your ass. That's how I feel. So we get past the YNs. Everybody's safe. I'm safe. The girl's safe. Low key, I wanted him to hit me, and because I did want to fight. I just wanted to knock off a little bit of the rust. I wanted to get back in the flow of just fighting. I love it, but only if it was gonna be one on one, which I didn't think it was gonna be. I knew they were gonna jump me, so it was no point of even trying to start some shit. Plus, of course, downtown there's police. We're gonna go to jail. I didn't have time to go to jail, right? It was Saturday night. I got church in the morning. The Lord sees me. Um, so we get back to the original club safely and secure or whatever. Um, we get back into the club. It's now it's crowded. People have come in. It is shoulder to shoulder, and this is why I remember why I don't really like the club. I don't like being in confined spaces where I can't really move. I'm claustrophobic. I'm claustrophobic. I don't like being around. I don't like being around a lot of people in general. I don't like being around a lot of people. I don't like being around, and don't take this the wrong way because I love my African American community. I don't like being around a lot of black people at one time that's drinking, and that's just the that's just a real thing. Like you have a whole bunch of black people in one confined space where a lot of people are drinking. You're bumping each other. People can get hostile real quick. I don't like being in environments that I can't control. That is an uncontrolled environment. But we're in there. We're trying to have a good time. We're listening to the music. The music is not that great. I'm gonna be honest. The music is. It sounded like local music. It wasn't that good. It wasn't my style. It wasn't even jazz style. Um, it was just. It's just. Everybody's in there. We're touching each other. We can smell each other. We can't move without shoving each other out of the way. At this point, I need a drink. So does Jai. She asked me to maneuver through the crowd to try to get her a drink. At the bar, her and Jaslyn have hit the stage or whatever. They trying to have a good time. Um, I finally get to the bar after like 10 minutes, right? Because it take that long to get to the bar. Um, I grabbed a drink. People are just bumping the hell out of me. They're not saying excuse me. They're like, if you aggravated, that is the last place you want to be because nobody has any respect in there. Um, But I got the drink. I got it to Jai. Um, and it's just like I'm in there. They're in the moment. They're doing their two step or whatever. They're having a good. I assume they're having a good time. So I'm standing there. I'm letting the girls have their time because I feel like this is for them. This night is for them. This night even for me at this point. I clearly not gonna get what I want out of it, which was to do the pod. But as long as the girls was having a good time, that's what I'm here for. I'm all about them having a good time. So we it just got to a point where I think me and Jai was kind of over it. We was just kind of ready to be done with the night. Jaslyn has a lot of connections there and a lot of club connections. So she was, in her comfort zone. Me and Jai was kind of like fish out of water. Um, so we we stayed up for about an hour, a little bit over an hour, and then we got up out of there. It wasn't it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. I don't even think it's what Jai thought it was gonna be. But like I said, we don't really do clubs like that. So, but it was just something for us to do, something for us to try to get out the house, something for us to step out of our comfort zone on. We got up out of there. We left. Um, Jai's still driving crazy. She hungry. She need to grab something to eat. Of course, ain't too much open that late at night. Um, but I think we did. Where did we stop? Correct me if I'm wrong, Jai. Did we stop at Burger King, right? That's where we stopped and got you something to eat? I think it was Burger King. So we stopped at Burger King, get something to eat, and then we head on back to her crib. Um, we get there. It's late. It's real late. Usually I'm stable enough to hit the road back. But that hour was gonna be tough on me and Jaslyn, so we just decided to crash at Jazz for the night. Every I, we so yeah, we get back to the house. It's pretty much set up for us to go to bed. We crash out. Um, I get a good. I think I get a good night's sleep. I don't. Jaslyn, I think her night sleeping was kind of 50-50. I don't think she got too much good sleep. Because it's the next morning, and Jai's dog, who has the same name as my daughter, um, I come out the room to check on Jaslyn to see if she was awake or not. She was still asleep. Jai's dog sees me, and she comes into the room that I was in and keeps me company for a little bit. I think her dog has a crush on me because her dog is always walking up on me, little Miss Twinkle Toes, just her paws hitting that hardwood floor. It's cute, but it's like, well, damn, man, put some socks on. You're waking the entire hot house up. But her dog is cool. I like her dog, and I don't like too many dogs. But yeah, so my night, I woke up and I reflected on the night. I'm like, came here, went to get something to eat. Two dudes wanted my booty. Went to the club, almost got into it with some YNs. Came home, crashed the hell out, got woken up by a dog that runs the house with her paws. Good night. Good night. And yeah, me and Jaslyn hit the road back the next morning, and that was that. That was that was the night. So in one night, I was about to um in one night, and I really don't want to put it like this, but this is the funniest way to say it. In one night, I was about one night I was about to have my ass beaten in two different kind of ways. Let me rephrase that because I wasn't gonna be the one taking it, but that's the funniest way to say it as a joke, you guys, because the Chili's people wanted my ass, and then the YNs wanted to beat my ass. So y'all get the joke. If you don't, screw you. But yeah, that was the night, man. But no, to the community, once again, I'm appreciative of the flattery. I am straight. I'm a straight male. I like women. That's why I have two bad females with me at all times. Um, that's what I do. So please, respectfully, stop. That's it for this story time, man. Hope you enjoyed. Can't wait till I bring you guys another one. And I'm out.